Hi everyone! You may have noticed if you've been watching my videos that kind of towards the end I sing a little bit. I don't just say stay magical, I'm like stay magical. I don't know why that started, but it's just something I myself noticed I started doing. So anyways, hello if you're new to my channel. I'm so happy to have you here. Welcome to Awakening Butterfly. My name is Mallory and I'm so excited and happy to have you here. I am living the dream, living my best life, and I'm so excited because, as you may have noticed if you watched the last video, that I think I talked about this, I don't know, I might have mentioned this briefly in other videos, but I went somewhere special, and in case you're wondering all about it, well, you guessed it, I have a letter. I have a letter, and I can't wait to share this with every single solitary one of you guys who's watching this right now. I mean, look at this. So excited. I'm going to read it. I'm going to show it to you. And then I'm going to show you some other things. And it's going to be so exciting. Are we ready? Dear Ms. Seeger, I see that you have made it safely back to your Muggle home after visiting us at the Wizarding World in Orlando, Florida. I'm sure that after seeing the splendor of Hogwarts, it's hard to return to a place with so little magic. We hope that while you were here, you got a chance to enjoy some butterbeer, trade in your Muggle money at the Gringotts Bank, and take a ride on the Hogwarts Express. Please continue to create and find magic wherever you can, and we hope to see you again soon. Sincerely yours, Albus Dumbledore and the Hogwarts staff. Don't you love this? I love this. I wanted to talk a little bit about my time at the Wizarding World in Orlando. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter. So it's a place that I've wanted. Oh, I just showed you the letter. I did not show you the envelope. There's this white colored envelope with my name on it. So excited. I ripped this thing open because, I just got back yesterday from my Orlando trip. And, this is waiting for me with my name on it. So, ripped it open. But I'm reading it with y'all right now. That sounded weird. So did that. I'm sorry. Not sorry, because I'm so excited. This is pure full-on excitement. So some of you may be aware of this, some of you may not. So I shall impart wisdom upon you all. I attended I keep wanting to call it Disney, but that's not true. I attended a Orlando informant meetup. So someone, somewhere, you may know about this, you may have done this, you may be familiar with everything. You may have no clue and this is something new to you. Someone invented, or started rather, this meetup. And of course, in my mind, I think of meetup.com, and I don't think that's it, but I don't know. I haven't looked. Anyways, it is a meetup. It's special. I like to think of it as like a VIP event. I don't know how many years Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida has been doing this. This was my first. And I was hoping secretly to get a pin that said that, because like I would love to go back again and again and again and again and again. I have been watching many videos to study up and learn all about this the minute I discovered it. So I was on Facebook one day scrolling down the news feed, and there was this like advertisement. It was like Universal, like they closed the parks after hours, you know, on and on and on. And I was like, if I'm ever gonna go, this is the only way. Although I have seen in just regular videos of the Wizarding World, mostly I started watching a lot of Peter Kenneth from the Potter Collector here on YouTube and pretty much anywhere else on social media, because I think it was his video. It could have been somebody else's though. I have watched other people, but he has the most like information on demand in my mind, so I turned to him. Anyways, he I think it was him, so we're just going to say so. If not, this is just a new known fact to me. I think my understanding is if you're staying at a local resort for Universal Studios, you can kind of like, I liken it to the Disney's Extra Magic Hours. If you've ever been to Disney World, you know that some of the parks, they might stay open later for people who are staying on property, or the opposite, they might open like an hour or so earlier than the general public like would be allowed into the park. So it's kind of like, well, how does this all go down? Because it's 2 nights, and I did Friday night, and it was also Saturday night. So Friday night, I want to say from like 7 to 1:30 was the event. Saturday was like 8. They pushed it back an hour, 8 to 1:30. So when the clock strikes 7, if you are not part of this meetup, you are not allowed in the park. So we found our way there, and we reminisced along the way about things from many, many moons ago. Ow, ooh, my knee. Oh, goodness. My left knee is bothersome sometimes, and I'm like sitting on the floor because I don't really have anything else to sit on, so trying to be as comfy as possible. Anyways, if you don't know me, I suffer from anxiety, and I was having like a little bit of that, similar to if I were to like be going to a concert. Like I just get overstimulated very easily by crowds, loud noises. Like there's a lot of things that get me, and so I, like, not gonna lie, was like really nervous. Not really, really nervous, because I was also like extremely excited. So it's like when you really want to go like to a concert because like one of your favorite like artists is performing, but it's like crowded, and you know it's gonna be really loud and noisy, and people are gonna be rowdy. Like you just kind of have to brace yourself for things. And so, but what I've gathered from this kind of an event is some people say it's the only way to do Universal at all, and I'm just speaking from my own experience. Like if I ever were to go back to Universal, it would most likely have to be done in this way. If I were to do it in the daytime, I don't know how that would go for me. It's something I'd have to figure out. But I was nervous, yes. Excited, yes. And when there's a lot of people around, it feels like you're in a sardine can, and like I'm just like, oh no, oh no. I'm like, breathe, just breathe. So I'm trying to breathe it out, and I kept telling myself, like, look, 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 like there's more people leaving the park than entering the park. Like, it's gonna be fine. And so that's what I told myself over and over and over again. When I was standing in line with my mom, waiting to get our stuff, I was practicing stuff from Tai Chi. I'm like, now would be the perfect time to get my Tai Chi stance, bring down the heavenly energies, suck up the earthly energies, and really ground and protect myself. Because I didn't know if I'd make it. I'm like, ugh, it was dicey in the beginning. Not gonna lie, I didn't know if I was gonna make it. But I did. I was very proud of myself. You know, I'm the type of person where if I really, really, really want something, I can make it happen and like I go for it. But that doesn't always mean it's like smooth and easy. And I was trying my best and my hardest to not let my mom know that like, oh, I'm a little overwhelmed right now, but she knew and she admitted it. And I'm like, how do you know? I didn't even say anything. She's like, I know how to read you. I could tell it was dicey in the beginning. And then she got worried. Again, there's another time she got worried, which we'll get to. But I did that, and she's just like, ooh, we're good. So, what's so fascinating is the food. Like, obviously you pay for this event, right? And it is so worth it. But the food and beverages, I don't know about alcoholic beverages because I didn't go that route. So I couldn't tell you about anything alcohol related. But all the food and beverages, as far as I know, were free. So if there was like any kind of kiosks with like desserts out, things to sample, buffets, whatever, if there's restaurants, like, you just take your food, you eat it. You take your drink, you drink it. Boom. You go, like, it was the weirdest thing. Like, here's your dinner, ma'am. Here's your snack, sir. Here's your dessert, child. Like, and off you go and, like, help yourself. So it's just so weird. And my mom was tempted to try, like, almost a little bit of everything. But she did contain herself. So, we started off, as like, I'm going to kind of explain things. But I'm sure you saw the vlog. We started in Diagon Alley. Before that, actually, we were in London. We started in London, and I wish I did more interacting with the night bus. The bus driver, he's like, do you need a ride? And I was like, no, I don't. No, I told him no. And so we took a picture, and I kind of wish that I had said yes, because it would have been interesting, like, to see what that interaction was like, because I have the talking head talks, if you know what I'm talking about. If you've seen the movies or read any of the Harry Potter books, you should hopefully know what I'm talking about. But I remember watching this one video, and the talking head that hangs in the front of the night bus, he actually said the girls' names. And I was like, oh, it would have been amazing. There's a lot of amazing things and moments and whatnot that I really wish I captured on camera. There's so many times in my personal life that I wish I had a cameraman. Someone to man my camera. It's just like, I'm like, about it. Because I have to say something. But first, so we walk through, we go to Diagon Alley, and I do the wand ceremony thing. You saw just like that much. And while I didn't get chosen, I did have a very magical moment in the wand ceremony room that brought me to tears. And we'll leave it there. And yes, I could have gone back as many times as I wanted to do the wand ceremony, but I had other plans, and that was to go check out Gringotts. So I don't really do rides. No. It's funny, people are like, you go to like places like Disney, like what do you do if you don't do rides? I'm like, oh, I do plenty, trust me. So I didn't want to go on the Gringotts ride. If you have and you want to share your experience down below, go right ahead. But the security guard, he was so nice. He let my mom and I inside, so we weren't technically in the queue. Because, good Lord, if I landed on a ride, sir help me God. Woo! So, we got to, like, look inside and see everything. Oh my God, it was, like, so magical. And I looked in some shops. I found the money exchange, swapped my 20. I wish I'd filmed that experience. My mom has a clip. I might borrow it from her, maybe. I'll have to like look at, I think she has 2 clips. Because when you walk in, spoiler alert, when you walk into the money exchange, there's some interaction between you and, is it a gremlin? I feel like it's a gremlin. Correct me if I'm wrong, if you know. And then the gremlin, it's a gremlin, no? Yes? The guy in charge of the money exchange stops talking. But then he kind of started again. So my mom like filmed, stopped, and then filmed again. So I went up to a guy named Matt and handed him my 20 muggle money, $20 bill, my muggle money for my magical money. And I did spend it, but I wish I'd caught that moment. I wish I'd caught the moment of like me spending my, I call it magical money. I'm pretty sure there's a technical name for the magical money, but it is escaping me right now. And so I was debating like, do I go do the wand ceremony again? Yes, no. And I said, you know what? From all my research and video watching, I know you can read about the different kind of wands and you can kind of pick and choose based off of that. So, where does one go? Well, when you're in Diagonally, you have to go to Ollivander's. Ollivander's Wand Shop. Makers of fine wands since 382 BC. And in, let's see here. Yes, I need 1 wand on my list. And here it is. It's so funny. I'm going to tell you guys a little secret. So my mom was nervous that I was going to like leave this like hanging in a bathroom. You know the little hooks in the stalls? Us ladies. Those. Anyways, or that anytime I put this down to like get a snack or whatever, that I was going to lose this. And I'm like, it's Ollivander's wand shop. It's a wand from Ollivander's. You think I'm going to know? So I almost forgot my backpack that has like my medicine in it, my wallet, my keys, all the real important things in the muggle world. I almost forgot that because I was like, I did not let go of this thing the whole night. My mom's like, you want me to take that? I'm like, no, I'm good. So, before we dive into the wand, I need to tell you my story. Is that like an O for Ollivander's? Yes, I think it is, yes. Because there's different, first of all, I go up to the, here's the thing, story time. Sit back, relax, grab a snack. We're going to be here for a while. Ye Olde Ollivander's. So yes, there's walls, like 2 sections in the shop. The shop is small. It's like, I got claustrophobic at one point. and you can read about things. It's beautiful. Decide what speaks to you. There are people who assist, and I so wish I filmed my experience, because I honestly, like, I'm kicking myself for not, but I wasn't expecting what happened in Ollivanders. It was so magical, and I mean that in every way possible. It started out a little rocky, not gonna lie, but it, like, the magic, like, it will magic. And so I'm like, afterwards, all night long, I was just kicking myself. I'm like, my mom should have been filming this. My mom should have been filming this. Like, someone should be filming this. It was... So anyways, I'm looking around. I walk over to the wall, and this woman says, you know, if you follow the Celtic zodiac, you can pick your wand. So I said, oh, I'm the hawthorn. My mom's like, you're what? I said, I'm the hawthorn. That's my tree. So I double checked, and I was correct. So this lady comes over to help me. And so because my mom's like, this woman just said based off of, like, your birthday, you can pick your wand. And so based off of your birthdays or your anniversary, any special date, you can. So I said to the lady, I'm like, I'm a hawthorn. So she pulls out the wand of the hawthorn, and it was a plain Jane. It didn't speak to me. I wasn't loving it, and she could kind of tell. So she said, well, when's your birthday? I said, June 3rd. So she looks at her little cheat sheet. She goes, that's the hawthorn. I'm like, I told you. So then she pulled a few others out, because she said to me, do I have a Pottermore wand? And I said, no, like, I don't have any wands. So I was like, do you have a laurel? Because that's what I really wanted, but that's apparently a Pottermore wand, and don't ask me how you get one of those. So then I said, I thought maybe that's what Hermione Granger's wand was made out of, was a laurel. Don't quote me on that. But if you know, down below, always feel free to leave comments. So she showed me where Hermione's wand was, and I liked it, but I didn't love it. And I'm the kind of person, I either love it or I hate it. Like, I just know instinctively, intuitively, like, that's for me, that's not for me. Yay, nay. So my mom knew that I would know. So she patiently waited as I pulled different boxes and opened them up and was like, ooh, look at that. Oh my gosh. I think I pulled out one that had, like, a skull on it, and my mom's like, ah. So I was a little confused because there was a lot of boxes in, like, this olive green color, like a reddishy color, navy blue color. They did have ones that were labeled, like, all the different Weasleys, Hermione. I don't know if they had Harry Potter's, though, but they had other witches and wizards. If you wanted to go based off of one of the characters. So, struggling to find me a wand. And my mom overheard this guy talking, and I kind of gave him a shout out in the vlog. But I really wish I got his name, because he is, like, top of the line wand. I'm just going to call him a wand master. He doesn't do anything involving the wand ceremony. He just simply works in the shop. But he was, like, asking this lady so many questions. Not just, like, what's your favorite number? When's your birthday? Not to put the other person down. She tried her best, and she really did say, you know, I'm sorry. I did the best I could. Really, like, talk to this guy. I think of Say Yes to the Dress when the, what are they called? Like, bride consultants or something, when the lady is like, right? Because like every dress she pulls for the bride, they're like, no, 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 no. So they have to get Randy. Maybe you've seen the show, maybe you haven't. So then they bring in Randy, and Randy's like, in one word, tell me how you want to feel or what you want to look like. And then he leaves, walks away, comes back. They say yes to the dress. So my friend, whatever your name is, I feel like it started with a C. Like a K name. I don't know. It could be a K. I don't know. He looks like we're like having an interaction. And so he's like, so, what's your name? I'm like, Mallory. And he's like, so Mallory, what do you do when you're not here, when you're in the muggle world? I said, I create magic. He's like I said, I create magic. What do you do? I said, well, I have an Etsy shop and I sell crystals and I do card readings. So based on what I do, he really dived in deep. And the stuff that he said, I was like, gimme, 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 gimme. And then he's like, especially because you're a wise old Ravenclaw. So putting the Ravenclaw, what I do for a living, he's like, I have a friend, and he was like talking on a personal level. So he's like, this wand, no, this is the box that my wand came in. And this is an interactive wand. This is what the inside of the box looks like. And you get a map. So we have Diagon Alley, and we have Hogsmeade. I don't know what is what. I think I want to look at this. I'll show you both. I think this is my words. Where have they gone? So you have Diagon Alley here, Hogsmeade here. So you have the different, oh, that's the one I was trying to remember, the Alamorio. That's not a spell. The Alamoria. Incendio. So, it was like this most magical, beautiful experience. And in case you don't know, and some of you might, but the beautiful thing about our robes is there's a pocket for your wand. This is my wand, and it is made from holly, which made me think of a holly tree, which made me think of Christmas. And it's so funny because something like this would like normally give me the heebie-jeebies. Sorry if any of you are like having the heebie-jeebies. But this is my wand, you guys. And so this is the holly wand. And it's made from Hollywood. And it just has such a nice grip. Like you could put your thumb there or you could just hold it. There's a little magical sensor right there. So throughout both spots in the wizarding world, there's little like what do we want to call them? They're on the ground. They're gold, like markers, right? I think there's like 2 secret ones, because there's numbers. Oh, okay. I'm figuring this out. All right, where's the Alamoria? Alamoria is number 5. So you look on your map, as I'm doing, and that is over here. Where is that? Oh, by Gringotts. Okay, so where's the little thingy? The swish and flick. we should know. So then I would be like, I'd point this at whatever I'm supposed to be. Oh, it might tell me what I'm. Oh, the locksmith. Memoria. So it shows you. Ta-da! And then you have Hogsmeade on the other side. Not as many as Diagon Alley, but there are some hidden ones. Just go on YouTube and like look, you can look that up. So Awakening Butterfly. I was like so excited to show you guys my wand because I am in love with it. No, I didn't really get to test out any of the interactive spots because it's like I got my wand, I had a little ice cream, which I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't the greatest. The ice cream, that is. Like, I had just gotten my robe, which was so unexpected. As I think I might have mentioned, this was like the last medium Ravenclaw, which kind of made me feel like so special to have this. Obviously, it's not the last one in the world, but it was the last one of that evening. And part of me wonders, though, I mean, these are pricey. To be a witch or a wizard does come with a price, apparently. So anyways, I do kind of wonder if I should have went with a small. I didn't try one on, but if I ever get a chance to, I think I will, because I feel like this is like a lot of sleeve, and when my arm is down, like, you can't really see my hand. Ooh. And there have been moments where I've stepped on my own robe. I think my mom stepped on it once, but it looks pretty clean. I mean, I ate vegan spaghetti bolognese, which baffled me. Not because I'm vegan necessarily, but because I'm gluten-free and I needed food. My mom's like, because what we did was, well, we checked out the Leaky Cauldron. It was pretty busy, but I've always heard that the Three Broomsticks and Hogsmeade is better than the Leaky Cauldron and Diagon Alley. So I got my ice cream though in Diagon Alley at forgetting the name, but it's alright. I did not try any butter beer, if you're wondering. I told my mom she should. I thought that'd be more up her alley. But no, she didn't. So, wait, no. Let's back this up a little bit. Got the robe, got the wand. And let me just tell you, it's a little tricky going to the bathroom in this robe. There's a lot you gotta like bunch up and hold. I'm like all over the place. So we get in line to ride the Hogwarts Express. And there's like warnings, lighting effects, loud noises. If you're prone to this, and this, like warning. And I'm like, oh no. Because I really wanted to walk through the brick wall, which is not that I did, which means I did go, and it's like, if you're claustrophobic, I'm like, oh no! So, my mom's like, well, let's just get, like, your picture, blah, 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 like, just film the train, you don't have to ride it, because I told her we could walk from one park to the other. Although the train's probably a little bit faster, a lot more fun, and you get to sit down for a minute. But anywho, so, I was, needless to say, nervous. But my mom's like, we've made it this far. Like, I just want to see what this looks like. If you can't, you can't. So she asked one of the, like, I'm going to call it a cast member. I don't know in Universal Studios what the employees there, if they have a special specific name. But part of this wand, it is to bring me protection. So I hold it closely. And he's like, for legal reasons, all that jazz, you have to like say those things. He's like, but really it's not that bad. Like, it's fine. So I was still like a nervous wreck. I mean, I got to walk through the wall, and now it's like getting on the train, which I got to do that too. And unfortunately, I couldn't really watch. There's a movie when you go from Diagon Alley to Hogsmeade on the train, and there's a different movie when you come back. We did not take the train back. But it's not a very long ride, but long enough where you like it feels like an experience. And at times the lights do kind of like flicker and dim, and it does get a little bit loud. And there is a movie playing like where the window is, and then on your door like things are kind of by shadowy figures. Spoiler alert: there's a Dementor on board at one point, and I'm like, oh no. So honestly, if I was to pay full attention, I probably would have made myself dizzy and nauseous, and it would not have been a good time. So my mom distracted me from all that. So 10 points for Mom. And it was so fun, and like I'm really glad that I did it. So now we're in Hogsmeade, and we go to the we go to Three Broomsticks. We go to Three Broomsticks, and as everything's free, I like grab a lemonade. But before that, I should not be filming this late at night. My life is crazy enough as it is, and yet I'm like, you know what? Y'all need to hear about my life story. Now I'm doing this. Hold on 1 second. So all I kept talking about was going to Honeyduke's and getting peppermint toads. I wanted to get a chocolate frog for a friend of mine, but they're a little bit pricey. Like especially the more pricier one is the one that you get the 5 wizard cards. Otherwise, I think the other one was a little bit less. I wanted to get a bunch of stuff for like my nephews, but my mom's like it just would not hold up in shipping, so I got me. Here's the kicker, right? I bought Gilly water, and I did get my peppermint toads. Now, I've never had any candy from Honeyduke's in my life, but back to Peter Kenneth from the Potter Collector. He and Mama Collector, I don't know, I guess that's what she goes by, I don't know her name. Mama Peter Kenneth, Mrs. Peter Kenneth's mama. They did a video trying all the different candies from Honeyduke's, and they rated them, and they're more dark, at least he is, Peter, more of a dark chocolate person, and so they both said that these are good. But they didn't tell you how good. I'm like addicted and obsessed. Peppermint toads made with dark chocolate. I am, It says nutritional facts. About 4 servings per container, and there's like 11 pieces. I had like 2 of these Saturday night when I got back to my hotel. I'm like, I'm going for it. I'm trying one, and it was so good I had to have another. I had 2 in the car ride home yesterday, and my mom had 2. So these are dwindling, and I'm like, what am I going to do when I run out? I'm going to be craving these, and I want one right now. They're so good. So good. So I'm kicking myself as with my Gilly water, because there was like I've been looking for Gilly water all night long, and I'm like, everything's free except like if you go into a shop and you're like buying this. This is not free. If it was, if they had free samples, I would have taken every box home with me that was on the shelf. I would have put Honeyduke's out of business. So bought the Gilly water, and we're walking around Hogsmeade, and there was a guy, and he had like a cart thingy of ice filled with free gilly water. And I grabbed two, my mom grabbed one. So I'm going to give one to a friend of mine on tomorrow, actually. Yeah. Because it's funny, right before a friend of mine saw him right before I left to go to Orlando, and we were talking about how important hydration is. And he knew I was going to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, so I'm like, I gotta get him some gilly water. Anyways, so it's like, man, I didn't have to pay for gilly water, and I did. Oh well, you live and you learn. So we go into the Three Broomsticks, and I sipped on some lemonade. My mom tried a bit of an apple pie. Then back to my vegan pasta dish, because I was like getting hungry and feeling a little like, ooh, I need to eat, because I'm hypoglycemic, gotta keep my blood sugar elevated. And it was starting to dip on me, and my mom's like, you just had fries. Because I did. Before riding the train, I fueled up on french fries in some restaurant that's like right across and on a diagonal from King's Cross Station in London there. So I was still feeling like, yes, I had a little ice cream in me. Yeah, I had some french fries. Like, I'm spacing out my snacks. However, I was just feeling some type of way, so I did drink some lemonade. So we're walking, and I'm like, I'm gonna need food. Heads up, warning before it's like too late and we're in trouble. And so we go into this restaurant. It's just a like cafe. It probably had a proper name, and it was like Italian pastas, pizzas, mostly pizzas, and like salads, little salads. So my mom asked if they had any gluten-free anything, and so they said the vegan bolognese was gluten-free. But why I say vegan is because they had sprinkled cheese on top. Like, you know, like Parmesan cheese or whatever. I'm like, how does that make this vegan? But I ate it. It was delicious. I didn't have any problems, so it truly was gluten-free pasta. And because I questioned it for a minute, I'm like, wait, all it says is vegan. There's no GF, just a little leafy symbol for the veganism. And I did not get any sauce on my robe whatsoever. So that was so exciting. I'd say my favorite part of the evening, because we had to get some stuff from my nephews. We got Hunter a Star Wars sweatshirt, James, who wants to be Spider-Man when he grows up, a little cute like cup because he's 4. Hunter and Liam, I think they turned 9. They're 9 years old. So we got Liam, who's into Harry Potter, just as of this year, like a generalized like Hogwarts sweatshirt, and then Hunter Star Wars sweatshirt, because they're the 9-year-olds. Then we got the 4-year-old Jamie, who really like desperately, truly wants to be Spider-Man when he grows up. So we found a cute little like mug that says James on it, and Spider-Man. I think we got like a little t-shirt. So we got little souvenirs and things from my nephews, and we made our way back, and I tried a chocolate toad and died and went to heaven. But the whole experience with the wand in the Ollivanders, the one in Diagon Alley, I'm just like, hi, I'm going to take this everywhere with me, I swear. I love that there's a pocket for my wand in my robe. My mom's like, when are you gonna wear your robe outside of like Harry Potter world, as she likes to call it? I said I'm gonna wear it to my class on Tuesday. On Thursday, I'm probably gonna wear it one of these days when it's a little bit cooler to Tai Chi, or I might just show up in it to my workout with my personal trainer and be like, hi, I'm ready. I really don't know, but I'm excited, and I hope I get a chance to go back and like try out all the special spots where I can cast spells. So there you have it. Hopefully you've enjoyed this really long video. If you have, let me know down below by leaving your favorite emoji, or any old comment will do. Thank you guys so much, and until next time, stay magical.